Today I'm going to be simulating the NFL playoffs 10 times so we can see who Madden thinks is going to be the champ. Let's go. So we're going to have a scoring system so we can see who wins at the end of the video. If you make it to the Super Bowl, you get 1 point, and if you win the Super Bowl, you get another point, and we'll keep track of that throughout all 10 simulations, and we'll see who comes out the winner. Alright, it's time for our first simulation. Let's see who gets past the wild card round. So we're past the first round, and there was some seeding upsets-wise. 6 seed on both sides won, and the 5 seed on both sides won. That's pretty interesting, but this wouldn't really be an upset. It was technically a home game for Carolina, but we just, based on records alone, we know that the Rams were just a much better team. But this is looking really interesting. Time to get to the championship round. Making it to the championship round now was the #1 Broncos, and then both of the 5 seeds also made it, the Texans and the Rams. Rams versus 49ers, Texans versus Broncos. Let's see who can make it to the Super Bowl. And the Super Bowl is going to be the Broncos versus the Rams. It's actually a really fun one. I'm going to say the Rams win this one. Let's hop in and watch this simulation. Alright, here we go. Both of these teams already secured 1 point, but one of them is going to walk away with another, and I don't know who it's going to be. Middle of this first quarter, and it's 6-3 for the Rams. Been kind of a boring Super Bowl so far. 9-3, no touchdowns yet. 12-3, what is going on? This is so strange. Okay, 15-10. 22-10, and the Rams bring it home in the first simulation. After the first simulation, the Broncos have 1 point and the Rams have 2. And now we're back for simulation number 2, and we're going to see who can make it to the divisional round. Okay, the divisional round looking pretty similar, I think. Let's look around here. Looks like the Bears made it this time. I'm not sure if they did last time. The Eagles didn't, but it's looking pretty similar for the most part. So now it's time to simulate again and see if the championship round is any different. Okay, the championship round is very different. It is the Texans who did make it last time, and also the Rams made it last time, but the other 2 teams are the Eagles and the Bills. Very interesting. Okay, we're going to simulate this and see if we get another Rams Super Bowl or if it'll be other teams. So the Super Bowl is completely different. The Bills and the Eagles have both just gotten their first point in the video. One of them is going to walk away with another. Let's find out who. All right, Super Bowl number 2. Here we go. Who's going to get that extra point? It is currently tied. No, now the Eagles have a 14-point lead. Tied at 14. 21-14 now. And the Bills are down by 14. Do they have a big-time comeback within them? Oh my gosh. They end up tying it up late in the 4th, but the Eagles take the lead right back, and it's going to overtime. It is going to overtime, and the Bills came back and won. They were down 14 at one point. Wow. They crushed it. That was a much more fun Super Bowl than the last one. But now the Bills get 2 points. Eagles get 1. Dude, look at these stats. Josh Allen had 436 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Jalen Hurts had 396, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. What an insane game from these two. They fought till the end. Wow. Time for simulation number 3, and the Bills and Rams are both tied with 2 points apiece. I'm actually surprised that we haven't seen a repeat. I know it's only been 2, but I expected one of the powerhouses to make it twice already, but it shows you just how stacked these playoffs are. Let's simulate this one and see who can make it to the divisional round, see if it's any different whatsoever. Okay, this looks very similar to what we've seen before. I think we've had this exact same maybe in the first round, but the Eagles, who just made it to the Super Bowl, lost in the first round, so it's going to be interesting for this simulation. I'm going to guess the Patriots make it for the first time and the Seahawks make it for the first time. That's my guess, but we'll see. Time to sim to the championship round. Okay, this is very interesting. This is the first time that both the 1 and 2 seed have made it to the championship round in both leagues. This is going to be fun. I'm gonna stick with what I said. I'm gonna say Patriots and Seahawks for the Super Bowl. Okay, so it is literally both the 1 seeds have made it to the Super Bowl. This is very interesting. This is gonna be very fun. I'm gonna say that the Broncos probably take this one home, but let's hop in and watch. All right, here we go. This is the first repeat because the Broncos made the Super Bowl in the first round, but they didn't actually win. So we'll see if they can bring it home this time. The Seahawks so far are beating them down. It is 17-0, absolutely destroying them. 20-3, 27-3. I say the Seahawks probably. Whoa, hold on. Don't let me get ahead of myself here. Okay. They're up 13 now. The Seahawks are able to win. So now we have a 4-way tie for first place. All right, ahead of the 4th simulation, we have a 4-way tie between the Broncos, the Bills, the Seahawks, and the Rams, they all have 2 points. This is getting very interesting. It is very close, and we're going to have to simulate again. We'll just skip straight to the championship round this time. So we skip to the championship round, and this is what we are looking at. The Eagles and the Rams are both fighting to take the lead. Whoever makes it from there will temporarily take the... I guess if the Bills make it too, they'll keep it tied up. Okay. But we have the Texans, who I'm thinking are going to make the Super Bowl for the first time. They have not quite made it yet, but I think they will this time, and I'm going to call the Eagles just like my prediction in real life. Let's see who gets there. So here we go. We have the Bills and the Rams. They have both won a Super Bowl already, and they just both took the lead. They separated themselves from the other two and have 3 points, but one of them is going to walk away with 4 points, and I'm going to say the Bills. Let's go. All right, here we go. This is a very fun one because both of these teams are repeats, and both of them have won already, but we're going to see one of them win here, and they are actually going to separate themselves from the pack and be the only one at the top, and currently it is 14-3 in the third quarter. 14-6 now. It could still be winnable for the Rams. If they go down, they miss the 2-point conversion. They have another chance, and they take the lead. They took it late in the game, and they won a 15-14 Super Bowl. Not super entertaining, but the Rams got it done, and they are now in the lead. Time for simulation number 5, and for this one, we're going to sim straight to the Super Bowl, see who makes it. We're going to have no idea. It's going to be fun. Let's go. Now it's time for the Super Bowl, and we kind of got an Orange Bowl going on here between the Bears and Denver. This is the first time the Bears have been here. Denver has been here before, though, so we're going to see who can win. And at halftime, it's a pretty close game. Bears are down by 10, and they come out and cut it down to 3 points. And now they're actually in the lead. Broncos have a chance. It's a 1-point game. What is going on? And the Bears win by 1. What a fun game. The Bears finally able to bring home another Super Bowl. Wow. Hold up, you've made it this far in the video. I can tell that you are enjoying it. So if you would go down and leave a like and subscribe, it helps me out a ton. It's completely free. Thank you. Let's get back to the video. So we're through our first 5 simulations. So this is a halftime recap. The Rams are still in the lead with 4 points. The Bills and Broncos tied for second with 3 each. The Bears and Seahawks both have 2, and the Eagles have 1. It's a lot more spread out and close than I thought it would be. I thought it would be like the top guys just ruling it, but it's been really close, and we have 5 more rounds. Anything can happen. Let's go. Time for the 6th simulation. We already simmed the wild card round, and it's looking kind of similar to how we've seen it a couple times before. But like we've seen before, anything can happen. Any of these teams can end up in the Super Bowl, and any of them can win. Let's jump to the Super Bowl and see who it is. We'll have no idea who makes the championship rounds, but we're going to know who makes the Super Bowl. Let's go. So the Super Bowl matchup is the Texans and the Bears. The Bears just came off a win, and this is the Texans' first time making it. It's going to be interesting. Let's hop in and watch. All right, here we go. The Bears got a chance to climb up and be tied for first, and the Texans have a chance to get their first points on the board, and they're up 24-0 right now. At halftime, they're up 24-7. They're kind of beating them pretty bad here, but the Bears still have a chance. 31-7 now. I'd say that chance is slipping away pretty fast. Yep, and the Bears lose this one. They still made it, so they get an extra point. But the Texans get their first 2 points on the board, and now they're a contender to win the video. Time for simulation number 7, and we are going to go round by round once again on this one. Starting with the divisional round, we'll see who makes it. I want to see the Chargers get past the wild card round at least once, and the Steelers and the Panthers, but we haven't seen that yet. Or the Packers. I want to see those teams get a chance at getting some points, but let's see who makes it to the divisional. So none of the teams that I wanted to get an upset there did, so now we have a very similar one that we've seen before. Let's sim to the championship round. The championship round is set as the 1 and 2 seeds make it once again. Time to sim again and see if the Patriots can make it to the Super Bowl for the first time. So the Super Bowl is the 1 seeds again. This is the Broncos' 4th Super Bowl. They have no wins yet, so they're looking to grab a win here. That would put them on top, but let's hop in and watch. All right, here we go. The Broncos and the Seahawks. This is one we've seen in the past. We'll see who comes out on top on this one. I believe the Seahawks came out on top in the one with the Legion of Boom taking on Peyton Manning. It was a crazy game, but so far, Denver's crushing it, looking to take their first Super Bowl of the video. They're up 35-17. 4th quarter starting now. They're up 42-24. And it's getting close though. It got really close, but the Broncos were able to hold on, and they actually finally win a Super Bowl. For simulation 8 and 9, we're going to skip straight to the Super Bowl, but what you need to know now is the Broncos are currently in the lead with 5 points. Let's see who makes it to the Super Bowl. Time for another Super Bowl, and I think this one would be my dream matchup for this season. Just the Rams and the Bills, two pretty fun teams, but right now the Bills are getting destroyed 28-10, 28-13. It was 28-3 at one point. It was 28-3 at one point. 35-20. We've seen it come back from that score before, but it is looking rough now, and the Rams take the dub and the lead. Okay, this is Super Bowl number 9, and it's between the Bears and the Broncos. Both of these teams could make a run within this simulation and the next, depending on who wins. And so far, it's looking like the Broncos are playing pretty good ball. They're up 18, now up 11. I mean, the Bears could still bring this back, but it's not looking that way. It is 17-35, and I think Denver's going to come home with this one, and now they retake the lead. Okay, ahead of the 10th simulation, there's only two teams we need to be watching right now: the Broncos and the Rams. If the Broncos make the Super Bowl, they at least secure a tie. If they win, they will take it home. If the Rams make the Super Bowl and beat the Broncos, it's a tie, and we'll have a one-game tiebreaker. But if the Rams make it to the Super Bowl and win, and the Broncos don't, the Rams will win it all. It is pretty crazy. Let's see who makes it to the divisional round. Okay, so the Rams advance, and obviously the Broncos are the 1 seed. So now this is where it gets huge, because both of our teams need to win. The Rams and the Broncos. Rams taking on the Seahawks. Broncos taking on the Bills. Let's see if they can make it to the championship round. Okay, the championship round is set, and the Broncos and the Rams are both here. So the Rams need to win, and they need the Broncos to lose. But both of these teams just have to win the video. Let's see who makes it to the Super Bowl. And the Rams didn't make it, so the Broncos are able to secure the dub. But we will watch this last one. Let's get into it. All right, here we go. Surprisingly enough, this is only the second time we've seen the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Let's see if they can win this one. It's a pretty close game to start out. Eagles are up by 7, and it's now a 14-point lead. 21-point lead for the Eagles. They are crushing it out here, but you cannot count Denver out until it is all said and done. But it's looking like Philadelphia is going to win their first one. But either way, the Broncos are happy because they won the video. So at the end of the video, the Broncos are taking home the dub with 8 points, and they won 2 Super Bowls. The Rams had 6 points. They came in second, and they won 3, so they technically won more, but the Broncos made it more. The Bears and the Bills both had 4 points. The Seahawks and the Eagles both had 3, and the Texans had 2. The Patriots, Chargers, Jags, Steelers, 49ers, Packers, and Panthers all went home with 0. So that's what Madden thinks. They think the Broncos are going to win the Super Bowl, but watch out for the Rams too. That does it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Check out this video here. I'll see you next time. Peace.